Hello, once again, from the old man that plays video games, and we're going to be looking at the brewing stand mechanic a little bit more today. Got some more builds and a little design put together by my good buddy Yasser. He's getting obsessed with this project as well, and we're doing a lot of back and forth on Discord, comparing how things, what results we're getting. And I wanted to go over where we are at in our research so far. Yasser came up with this design, which is a little bit refined. We did take out one of the corners because it just, the way things bounce around in there, it's never going to go over to that side. So what it does is it's going to come down. The trident killing chamber is going to be directly above this. I have it basically with the four blocks chambers basically in this area with the hole directly above this. And then it has ice path going off in each of the four directions. And the items will come bouncing down, come falling down, and they'll hit the brewing stand, and they'll go off in one of these directions. And they'll come over here, and they'll hit that brewing stand. And because there is a slab there, and a slab there, and a slab on top, it's going to bounce to the left. It's going to come out of this path, and it's going to hit that brewing stand. And because there's a slab there, and a slab on the far side, and a slab on the top, it's going to bounce to the right. If it's coming out on this far side, it's going to bounce to the left because of the slab placement. And same with going off in this direction. It's going to bounce to the right. And then once it gets to the right, it's going to hit that and bounce to the right again, sending it down this way. And this is where our exit is. That's where our exit's going to be. I'm just going to put that to mark where it comes out. And when it comes out this way, it's going to bounce over here. And then it's going to bounce to the left a second time, come over here. And because of the slab placement of this corner, with a slab here, slab on the far side, and slab on the top, it's going to bounce to the right. So that is the four directions from this killing chamber, from the trident chamber, that's going to force everything to go off in one direction. And because we cannot control how the items are going to be falling down onto this initial brewing stand, we kind of need to account for all of them. Though I will show a bunch of examples that really, two of them would work. Three of them would catch everything, because the fourth direction, I have not seen it go off in that direction yet, though the third direction is rare. So the fourth direction nothing bounces that way. A third direction, hardly anything. Most everything goes off in the two directions that we are building it around. This is made with packed ice, not blue ice, because we found that using blue ice, where you're going to have a turn, you're going to turn you turn the stream left or right, it can carry over, especially as close as these are. This is only 2 away from the slab and the brewing stand. So that is, if you remember way over on our distance calculator, we were doing lengths of, I think the smallest one was 4 between. I can count it. Yeah. 4 between brewing stands. Where in this squared up design, everything is 3 between. So I think 3 between might be a bit much if you're going to use blue ice. So replacing all of this with packed ice doesn't give it the speed boost that blue ice does. So you're not going to have the extra momentum. Because I was getting some, throwing items, and I'll throw some here. Oops. But because when this was using blue ice, they would be getting caught right there. Right down here on this ice and step against that slab. But switching this over to packed ice seems to have resolved that issue, because we don't have the same types of speed problems, the extra momentum that it comes from blue ice. So let's go grab these. So how did we integrate this into our Trident chamber? Well, let's go over here. We did, he used a chain, which we have found is good and bad, but I'm probably leaning against using the pane simply because you can't have the chain up in the as the hole for the Trident chamber, which is something that I had tried to do over here, and I used iron bars. Iron bars or glass panes, I think, are the best solutions that you can use for filling that hole. You put one iron bar in there, and it gives like a cross pattern to it, where it divides the space up, the hole up, where items can fall through, but mobs cannot fit through there. And this one is oriented, and each of these is oriented in a different direction, with the exit coming out a different way. This one I actually did a little bit more extra testing, so it has 3 exits, just to show how one side is rare, how one side is nothing, and the other 2 sides get everything. So as you see from this build, we take the original one way over there in the corner. This is our exit over here. So with my exit over here, I put the hole on the far end, the far corner away from my exit. So these ice up here are where, these ice up here and where the iron bars are at is the Trident chamber. See the ice, and there's the iron bar. And then this is the same killing chamber that I linked as basically Omladou's version that I had used before, and just went from there. And so the items will come down, and I actually have a reason why I don't like the chain, and I'll go into that here in a second. But let's test this one out and show you what we're looking at here. And all those things drop off this direction. Come on, move around. There you go. So like I said, 2 of the directions that this will bounce off of happen a lot more frequently. And 2 of the directions happen either rarely or not at all. And in this setup doesn't matter if you have your pistons on the right, or if you have your pistons on the left. This one I've obviously killed some things in because the skulk is spreading down there, and its output is over here. There is a preference for either, looking at it from your exit side. Basically, the preference is away from the hole, because you have to imagine that most items are going to be falling down on this inside quadrant. You see, I've actually got glass panes running up and down here. And the reason I did that is because you can't put a vertical chain there, because the tridents will fall through. If you use iron bars or a glass pane, the trident does not fall through. At least during normal operation. You still may have the bug where the trident falls through blocks. No, that doesn't happen a lot to me. Though I haven't played online I haven't played on a server at all, and haven't been in a while since I was on a realm. But the preference seems to be the opposite direction of the hole. So basically, this direction, it's either that one or that one. Whereas coming out the far side to there and there is rare if it happens at all. I'll be honest, I've been testing this design, all 4 of these. I did take the killing chamber apart on the far one so we can see the layout of how this whole thing is that Yasser provided to me. And I have seen most of the stuff come out in this direction. A lot of it comes out this way, you know, a decent amount of times. Very rarely one will come out this way. But in all of my testing over the last hour or so, none have come out this side. So this may not even be necessary to stick all this over here, but you never know. Something might fall out this far end, this far corner of the glass pane that's broken up, and be kicked out in that direction. It could happen. I have not seen it yet. So this one over here that we skipped over, this is actually where I moved the killing chamber down to instead of having the glass chute. And another reason I didn't use the chain is I can't use the chain inside the hole because the trident will fall down. And I can't use the chain below the hole because we were getting mob drops that would hit the top of the chain, even with the glass pane there causing that plus sign dividing up the hole into 4 little holes. Mob drops, gold nuggets, gold zombie flesh, swords, would hit the top of the chain vertically, the vertical standing up and down chain. This chain, it would hit the top of that and get stuck and not want to fall down. And I'm like, that's why I switched this over to a glass pane all the way down. This has 3 glass panes in the middle of this hole. This one over here should probably be changed, but this one over here actually got rid of the bottom 2 of the chute, got rid of the 2 chain or even panes. Above there is an iron bar, and that does the same. It does what it needs to do. The entire stream. Now on this one, I did set it up where this exited out, so whenever something comes out, hits that brewing stand, it's just going to continue out that way. And if something comes and hits this brewing stand, it's going to continue out that way. But you'll see that either of those options is rare at all. Nothing came out on the far sides. It all came out of just these 2 streams. These 2 item streams. And it doesn't matter where you place these guys. Oh, I may have too many in there now. I think I do. There we go. Had to get it going. See, it does come out over there. But I've never seen one come out on that side. But a vast majority of it all comes out this way. I've never seen it come out this side. So, and these are all rotated 90 degrees. Is the default for a brewing stand. Does it have... It just has one direction, I believe. It's all the same. So I can't say that it's direction. I can't say that it's the direction on the map. Simply because this may not be going to the south direction. But over here, we rotate everything around. This only put items out in the south and east direction. So this drop right here came out the side over here. It went out to this brewing stand and got ejected out that way. Nothing has come out this way and gone that way. So from the opposite side of the killing chamber, nothing goes out one way and rarely comes out the other. So does that mean that this is never going to happen? I can't say that. I haven't tested it. I've been testing for about an hour and 20 minutes now. Is it rarely going to happen? If it's rarely going to happen, then we just could continue this design. But I haven't seen it. Anyways, here is the design. You do notice there is ice blocks under the initial slab. This one there, there, and there. And that is to get the item that bounces off of here, goes across the ice, hits the slab, and having ice underneath gives it enough frictionless environment to hit our brewing stand and bounce off in the way it needs to bounce off. Without that ice, things will stop just before the brewing stand, just before the brewing stand, just before the brewing stand on each of these four corners, and they won't continue on the item stream. Even if you don't care about the rare drops that come out over here, if you don't, you can eliminate 2 brewing stands. If you don't care about this one, which I have evidence that don't have any evidence that it ever comes out this way, you can eliminate 2 brewing stands. But to get from a trident chamber in the 2 directions that is most common for this stuff for the mob drops to eject, you need 4 brewing stands to get it going off in the direction that you want it to. So I'm actually going to save this and update my Planet Minecraft saved world with it. You're welcome to download that world and experiment and explore this. I do have it now set on peaceful mode because, or on easy mode, still no mob spawning. But on easy mode, you can't use spawn eggs, which I had to do that. So, making headway. I want to give a very special thanks out to Yasser, who's the author of the Sky Bedrock world that I do. I love to play, and he has thrown himself into this research and exploring and experimenting with this just as much as I have. Gave me the idea for this. In fact, this design over my shoulder here is his design, and I don't know if I even refined any of it. So I did suggest that one corner, because there was a one on the far corner, and I'm like, it's never going to bounce over there. Why do we need this? He's like, oh yeah, you're right. So we just eliminated that, and that is the corner away from where everything is bouncing away from. So it's not necessary. But I'm going to put this on this whole world. Everything in here is going to be on my Planet Minecraft account. I'm going to link that in the description of this video, just like my last one. You're welcome to download it. You're welcome to play with it and do whatever. Experiment. Give me some more ideas. Throw something back at me and be like, hey, old man, did you think about this idea or this idea? Yeah, I want it. I want the feedback. I want people to see what else we can do to make this where as complicated as it is, and the fact that you need a blaze rod to build these things in the first place. How you're getting rid of hopper chains? Is this more lag friendly on Bedrock servers and realms than giant hopper chains or something like that? And this is a really good alternative to item transportation in the Nether. So yeah, I hope you check out this playlist again. I would appreciate a like. Certainly would love a subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Comment. Let me know if you like this or not. And yeah, I hope we can get the next section in wherever it goes. How can this be refined more? How can we make it more efficient? I don't know if we can make it more compact, because I think 2-3 blocks between brewing stands is the bare minimum. And even then, you can't use blue ice. I think that was a thing that I had done with a lot of my previous builds. I use blue ice because I'm like, speed, speed, speed. Well, this doesn't need speed. This needs consistency. I think packed ice is better when you are going to turn and you have distances of 3. I don't think you can go smaller than 3. I really don't. I don't think you can. But I hope everyone enjoys this, and see you guys around. Goodbye, everybody.